Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog channel. It is currently Tuesday, August 6th, and I am 3 days away from my due date. So I really wanted to vlog because I haven't been posting very many YouTube videos. I have been, but they've been like bump dates. And so I kind of want to show more of like what's really going on right now and how things are actually going. And I'm sorry it's so hot, so if you can hear the AC, I'm sorry, but we are roasting. Wanted to show kind of what's going on and how everything has been. My very favorite videos to watch, you guys know I love Erin Williams, are her like D-Day vlogs basically, which is like the countdown to her having Skyla her first and Adeline her second. She's 11 days away from her due date, so she's only a couple days behind me with baby Reese, and I'm so excited. So I really wanted to do like my own version of D-Day vlogs, and if I can get like one up today, one up tomorrow, and one up the next day, great. And if I end up going to my due date, great. If I end up going a little over, they'll induce me next week, but we haven't like set in stone the date. They'll do it on Thursday at the latest, but I can ask for earlier. So anyways, we're sitting in the car because yesterday we got a notice at our house that in our whole building, this like specific door company who did the doors for our houses, basically they didn't do it right. Our door doesn't seal. None of the doors in our building seal. Like little mosquitoes and bugs, Duke's about to bark. Little mosquitoes and bugs get in all the time. Like literally my window seals have hundreds of dead little mosquitoes every single day. Every single day I wipe them, every single day they're back, hundreds of them. I will show you when I get upstairs. It's disgusting. And it's not that we leave our doors open, it's not that we leave our windows open, anything like that. It's literally just like a crack. Like the seal at the bottom doesn't seal, and they come in all the time, and it's the worst. So luckily the company, we didn't have to say anything. Like all of the buildings have it, all of the units have it. So luckily we didn't have to put in a request, and they are coming to look at it today and tomorrow and hopefully fixing it. But they left a notice and said anytime from 9 to 5 this company has the permission to come into your house. I'm sure they'll knock first, so if you're home, great, but if you're not, they're just gonna go in. And so I honestly don't really even care about the going in part, because we take our purses and our wallets and stuff, and then all the valuables are not just laying out. So I mean, oh well, I guess if something happens, like I can't control it. However, I have a dog who doesn't like people coming into his house. Understandable. So he's gonna bark. So he either needs to be out of the house the whole day, I need to be at home with him the whole day, because from 9 to 5 they can come, or he's basically just gonna freak out on them if they come in. I also have a baby on the way, which is great because for the next 2 days, like I can go into labor anytime, so we'll just be in the hospital. But had this been any later, like it would not have been possible for me and a couple-day-old newborn to leave the house, or like for them just to come in whenever they want. Like I don't know, it just seems like so disrespectful to me, even though we live in an apartment and they like have that right, I guess. I hate that. Like that just makes me so frustrated. It's my home. I need to feel like I have some kind of safety and sanctuary, and with all the crazy stuff that's going on, like I don't know, that just frustrates me. So I'm gonna go up and see if by chance they've already come, because I think usually they leave a note like, hey, someone was in your house. So I'm hoping that they've already come and got it, like saw what they needed to do, and then are gonna come back tomorrow to fix it, because I'm so tired. We've been waking up at like 6 every morning, because until the baby comes, I drive Riley to work, just because he's so close to the hospital that I don't want him to have to park and then like either take 15 minutes extra walking to his car for us to then both have 2 cars at the hospital, or for him to leave his car where it's parked, then have to explain to somebody where it is for them to move it or take it home. It just is like, it's not bad driving him to work in the morning. And so all of last week and probably all of this week, I drive him to, well, he drives and then I drive home. So I go pick him up, which is great, but I don't know, like, it's just so early and I'm already awake at that point, but it's still like just an early morning. I'm so tired. I'm 39 weeks and 4 days. I don't even know, like, everything is exhausting to me at this point. It really didn't hit until this week, that like literally exhaustion. I'm so tired. But I'm 39 weeks and 4 days. I'm so tired. But so I think we're gonna go inside, and honestly we don't have anything planned for today, so this might be a super boring vlog, but like technically if she comes on her due date, we only have 3 more days until she's here. 3 more days as just a couple, as a little family of 3 with a dog. Duke, no. I want to vlog it because I want to remember like what we did, how it was before, and just like the excitement and the feelings. I bounce on the ball all day long. We go walking, I am trying to have this baby every single day, and it's so fun to like talk about it and have our discussions, and like I want to be able to look back on these. So I'm really sorry if these are boring, and this one is very chatty because I had to get all of that off my chest, but it's also 90 degrees outside and the pavement's super hot because it's all black, so I have to take my big purse, my big self, and carry an 11-pound dog up 3 flights of stairs, hoping that another dog doesn't just randomly pop out, because that would end the world. Duke would freak out, and then hopefully people aren't actually in our house at that point, because then I just have to come right back. I mean, there's so many variables that can happen. This is not going to go well, so let's just try. Oh, also, most of you know, normally Duke goes to my mom's during the day, and now that I don't work, I go over there and just kind of hang out with her. But I talked about this before, they are going on like a 5-month cruise, and so they're trying to decide if they should rent out their house through like a couple of different companies, or like if one of us is just gonna house sit, or what they're gonna do. And so they have one of the ladies coming to see. She like rents out all the houses and stuff, but isn't like setting the house up for rent. I don't know how to explain it, but it's basically like Airbnb and VRBO, but it's like long-term renting, because they'll be gone for 4 months, 5 months. So we aren't there because they're having that meeting, and I don't want to be like lingering in the background being like, hello. So we came. Duke is super tired, I'm super tired. I'm hoping that they've already been to our house so that we don't have to deal with it, but I will try to vlog and open the door and see if people are there, but I am stressed, to say the very, very least. So, okay, it's 1:12, let's go upstairs. Oh my gosh, I'm stressed. Are you ready to go upstairs, bud? Are you ready? Maybe it's just car seat, but we have to put a blanket in there or else he'll try to lay in it. So a blanket and a basketball are in her car seat right now, but man, this is gonna be my life in 3 days. I'm stressed. Like, not even to have a baby or the recovery or the postpartum or anything. Like, how am I supposed to move myself, Duke, and a baby in 90-degree weather? Oh, I'm stressed. Okay, anyways, we're going upstairs. Let's go. Well, it doesn't look like anyone's in here. Oh my gosh. So I guess they did come in here and they left the note in here instead of on my door. But Tuesday and Wednesday, they'll be entering our building between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. to look at door sweeps and weather stripping. And then on Thursday the 8th, so we now have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. They're coming in to inspect all kitchen, bathroom, laundry room areas by their subcontractor for the plumbing and the drains. I'm sorry. I thought we moved into these houses like ready to go. We had to wait to move in because they were all getting done. If you're having inspectors come now, like, oh my gosh, I'm literally so frustrated. You don't just get to send a 24-hour notice that you're gonna enter, but give the time frame of the literal whole day. I'm so annoyed. Anyways, I'm gonna close this door if someone knocks, if someone comes in, whatever. Duke and I are gonna be in our room resting. Oh well. But anyways, she's large and in charge, and I'm excited. It's fine. Everything's fine. I just am frustrated. I'm tired. It's hot. See, it's hot, huh, buddy? But I'm gonna sit down, make a list of all the things that I would really like to get before or right after the baby comes, like for our house, just to make it not more livable, but more of what, I mean, I'm gonna be here all the time now. The likelihood of me leaving and going out and doing stuff, even heading out to my mom's in the first like month, I think is gonna be slim, just because we haven't gotten Duke trained yet. And honestly, going out with him is impossible. You can't just take him out to go for a walk and go to the park or anything, but like carrying a baby down the stairs, getting him to, I'm sorry, I'm so out of breath, getting him to the car, all that stuff, with it being so hot and just with the baby, I don't know, I'm really stressed. If you guys have any options, I'd love that. But I just don't think that we'll be leaving very much. And so you guys have known I really wanted a bed frame for a long time, and even like a better mattress. And if we're gonna do that, we're gonna get a bigger one, because Riley's 6'4", and I mean, he literally doesn't even fit lengthwise on a queen bed. So if we get a king, at least he'll have some room to like lay more diagonal. But I don't know. I'm just frustrated. So I'm gonna make my list now. To show you guys how many little bugs get in here. I literally wiped yesterday. Look at this. Is that not just disgusting? I'm gonna wipe them up now, but they literally just always come back. So I use Windex because it's harsh and kills them. And then I go over it with a Clorox wipe. Do it. So they'll be back tomorrow, but at least they're clean for now. Okay, I hope that you're able to see me, and if you're not, then I will just rant, get my feelings out, and this part won't be posted. So, it is 6:36 in the morning exactly, and Riley leaves no later. Like, we don't leave our house any later than 6:15 every morning for him to go to work. And as you guys know, for the last like 2 weeks, I've been driving him because if our baby comes, it'll just be easier to have one car since he works really close to the hospital. And I'm awake normally at this time, or like cognizant enough so it's not a big deal. So Duke and I drive him. We all leave the house by 6:15 every morning, which means our entire house shuts down by like 10 p.m. All of the lights are off. We're in our room. We go into our room at like 9:30ish, 9:45ish, sometimes 10 o'clock. But then we're in our room, which is the farthest room away from any like connecting or any shared space. And we read the scriptures out loud because we are allowed to talk. And then we have the TV on for like 1 or 2 hours. It's on a self timer, and we have it set to a volume of like 7 or 8. And for us to hear it and like watch a show, it has to be at least on 15 or 16. So we have it pretty low. It's just to block out additional noise while we fall asleep, because we live in an apartment. We hear people all the time, and Duke, when he's trying to fall asleep, gets kind of frazzled. So we have the TV on for like an hour to 2 hours to block out noise, but it's still very quiet. It's not on any shared walls with our building neighbors, but our back walls, like our headboard wall, is connected to somebody's living room wall. So I mean, if they can hear that, then that's really unfortunate for the building, because of TV at a volume 8 should not be heard. Anyways, this is all leading up to, we got a lovely note on our door this morning, and it's so funny because we, like I said, are asleep by 10:45, 11 o'clock at like the latest. And when we're in our room, we're talking. We're not watching loud shows, we're not moving around. We are literally laying in bed playing silent games on our phone, or like chatting in bed until we fall asleep. Like, I just don't know what they think they're hearing, but we got a note asking us to be quiet after 10 p.m. from one of our neighbors because they wake up to go to work so early that they need to go to bed so early. And I am just curious because we leave at, you know, 6:15 every day, and I still see everybody's car when we leave and when I get back by like 6:45, 7 o'clock sometimes if I like stop to get gas. Like, I still see everybody's car. So I don't know who thinks that they work so early, but I guarantee you we're awake and being quiet a lot earlier than you. And honestly, if they are hearing us, I feel horrible for them, because there is literally a week until we're back at home with a newborn who's gonna be crying all night long, all day long, trying to get soothed, trying to figure out being a baby, trying to figure out how to be a human. Like, if they are hearing something in our apartment, then they're in for a very rude awakening, because this baby's due in 2 days. And if they aren't hearing us, then they just, like, the problem's not gonna get fixed because we aren't being loud. We aren't making any additional noise, rather than bare minimum chatting after 10 o'clock, because we wake up at 5:45 to leave for the day. So, I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed, but mostly, like, I'm just laughing because Riley and I complain to each other all the time about the people behind us and the people next to us, how we can hear them like slamming cupboards and hanging things on the walls late at night, or the people who we share a like back wall to a living room wall with. They don't get home until minimum like 10:30, 11, and then they start cackling and turn on shows and like play games every night, not just weekends, every night after like 11 o'clock. but they're technically a different building, but the buildings are connected. And so I don't know who we think wrote the note, because there's literally only one other person on our floor and they're the complete opposite of us. So I don't know how they would hear anything from us. The only person who could have written it, they could possibly be hearing that neighbor, because the end of their house would connect to the front of that person's house. And so I'm wondering if they're hearing them and just assuming that it's us. But we complain to each other. We would never write a note or file a complaint, because it's an apartment complex. You're gonna hear things. And if you can't sleep, you get headphones or earplugs. But Riley and I literally talk about it every night to each other. We talked about it last night, and then we get up and we're leaving our house at 6:10 this morning to find a note asking us to be quiet. I'm like, I don't know what to change, because I'm usually asleep by 10:30 because I'm 39 weeks pregnant and so tired. So I don't know what to change, but honestly, I feel really bad for them, because they're probably hearing the people behind us who we really get frustrated by, but then also they're gonna start hearing a newborn out of our apartment, and they're gonna start hearing noise out of our apartment, which is really just gonna make them mad. So sorry, I guess apartment living is probably just not for them, but I'm just gonna, I don't know how to edit it. I don't know how to make all of this work. I want to post a video today, but we didn't get enough footage yesterday, or at least it wasn't fun footage. But I might just put this little ramble story time in with the last vlog for 3 days until my due date, and then 2 days until my due date will be a new vlog, and that'll be all the stuff my mom and I do today, because I don't care if she has plans, we are getting this baby out. So if you guys enjoyed, I didn't want to have, it's kind of like mounted, but that's a really high trafficy part because there's construction, so I didn't want to be like blocked at all. So I'm sorry that the last clip like sucked, but I really needed to talk, I really needed to get it out. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I will be starting 2 days until delivery right after this, or right now. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm so excited. I hope we can induce labor and get baby girl out. Man, but I'm just frustrated. There's already things frustrating me. I really didn't want to have a passive aggressive neighbor asking out of the kindness of their heart that no hostility gets stirred, but just that we can be quiet. I'm like, it's not even us. And if you really wanted no hostility, you should have left your name or your apartment number, because leaving it anonymous just implies that you assume there's going to be hostility and you're afraid of that, so you don't want to leave your name. I don't know, like, anywho, I am gonna leave. I just am so over people. I'm so over where we live. I'm so over everything. I just want my baby to come. I just want my husband to be home for a week. We're gonna make as much noise as needed and as little noise as possible, but honestly, like, I don't know what to tell you. It's an apartment building. So I just need to end this vlog. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.